for Lenée.
Yes.
How would you describe the first quarter?
First quarter. Yeah, shoot, that feels like forever ago, but definitely sloppy. I don't really remember how many points we scored, but it wasn't a whole lot. Yeah, 9. We held them, I believe, to 6, which we're good with that number. But offensively, we got to be able to execute at a higher level, and coach has been preaching that all week. We know that. We're going to look at that tomorrow for sure, but we know we got to be better.
Yeah, Lenée, in terms of, I mean, you guys turned it over, I think, the most in a decade. What's the fallout for that from Coach Morin? Is there, I mean, you know, going over it obviously, but is there like what's practice going to be like this week? I mean, I guess.
I'm sure she's going to amp up our black squad, which is our practice male squad, tell them to get in the passing lanes, be ultra aggressive. Granted, you know, this is no excuse, but we're still trying to figure things out as a team. It's fresh, it's early. We know we can't be turning the ball over, especially when we continue our season and we go ahead and play Florida State. We're not going to be able to win a game with that type of amount of turnovers. So coach will get us right in this week of practice, whatever that may look like.
Lenée, we talked before the season just about, you know, mentally as a team, you guys knowing you needed to avoid early season performances kind of like this one.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys got the win, but I guess how do you feel like you guys came into this mentally, and how do you need to come out of this mentally?
Right. I think first and foremost, we got to stay together. It's going to be so easy to, you know, look the other way, point fingers, whatever it may be. But I know the people we have in our locker room are high character people, and obviously the staff does a phenomenal job of, you know, filling us with confidence. So I have no worries going forward that, you know, we're going to have a different type of mindset. We know we have areas of improvement, and we're going to get better at that. But it starts with, I mean, tomorrow we have off, but Thursday we got to have a great practice, and that's just going to be the mindset going forward.
Hi, back here. So last week, or it was earlier this week. No, sorry. In the last week, you guys had a lot of man pressure on you guys. Tonight it was a lot of zone pressure. Is there a big difference? Could you guys feel the difference between the two? Was there something that stood out for you guys?
Yeah, definitely for sure. Me personally, I don't like going against zone, but yeah, they challenged us, and we're gonna see zone in the future, so it just helps us now. And we attacked. They were working on it all week, and we're just gonna keep getting better.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see different type of coverages, especially with the press after, you know, teams watch today's game, and we got to be able to work around whatever the defense is giving us that day.
Z, you were efficient tonight, 6 of 7 from the field, 13 points. You say you don't really like zone, but how do those gaps create space for you to get easy buckets?
I think when you're playing against zone, you got to be really smart. You know, if the ball is the opposite side, you got to seal the bottom half defender. So you're going to see different things. And I guess for me, it's just knowing when my timing is my ceiling or knowing when I can post up. And that's what I did. I could have got a few more, but it's all good. And, yeah.
Zania, you go to the bench in the first quarter. You pick up the back-to-back fouls. Obviously, the team's struggling. You come out in the second quarter. You score the first 5 points of the quarter. What was kind of going through your mind on the bench, and then what was going through your mind when you come into the game?
Yeah, when I came out, I'm just like, okay, 2 fouls. Like, can't control the refs. Just kept on cheering on my teammates. When I came in, I knew I had to make a difference, and I did. And, you know, ultimately, we just kept scoring and getting stops. And I knew I couldn't foul anymore, so I was really cautious of drawing any. I was sad I didn't get that charge. Yeah.
Lenée, talking about the zone, you were able to get some success in the mid-range. You were also able to facilitate getting Z, a couple open buckets down low. What is your confidence in that part of the game?
It's definitely an area that I think I have a lot of room for improvement for sure. Again, I haven't seen a zone in a long time, let alone, you know, played basketball in a long time. But I think being able to hit that mid-range jump shots could be crucial for us down the road. And Coach, you know, kind of told me in the first half I got to stop putting the ball on the floor. They're coming, they're collapsing, and that mid-range shot's there. So I work on it every day. I just got to, you know, look for it.
this one for both of you guys. Definitely a young team this year. Some players maybe not having their best performance tonight. You guys, two of the leaders that Coach Morin has listed. How do you kind of bring the team back up after a night like tonight?
You got it? Okay. We're at the end of the day, we're happy we got the win. Obviously, there's a lot of things within the game that we want to fix and we wish we were better at. But, we got to move on. We got to learn from it. We're going to watch film. There's going to be a lot of, truth telling there and a lot of growth. But come Thursday, we'll adjust to those mistakes, try to make new mistakes. Coach preaches that every single day. And we just got to move forward as one, stay together, and just continue to hold each other accountable.
Yeah, Lenée said it all. We got some young people on our starting lineup, like me and Nevaeh. Like, Nevaeh has to know that she's a point guard. Like, everybody has to get to their spots before we even start to play. And she's going to learn that, when we play other teams. And the turnovers, we got to stop turning the ball over. It's getting bad, but we'll learn from that.
Yeah.
Hi, Lenée. You were out last season, and what does it mean to be back playing on the court with your teammates?
I like that question because I think especially days like today where you're very frustrated with yourself. Oh, hey. Very frustrated with yourself and just, you could do better, you could give more. But I think I also have gained a lot of perspective over the last year that at the end of the day, I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to play today with my teammates, however that looks. Again, I'm just happy we won.